Hello, loves. I wanted to drop in on this new moon in Pisces and note that, of course, it has been a while. It has been a few months since I've made any kind of video. I had to dust off my mic that I'm using here and my little equipment, and I just wanted to come in and say hello and to share a little bit about what has been emerging for me and even this concept of emergence that actually came from, or that experienced from, this space of somatic abolitionism that I've been in for the last 2 years with my teacher, Resma Menachem, and his team. And what I wanted to share about it is that it's so different from so many other kinds of learning, like conventional learning, like I've done, lots of that, as I'm sure many of us have. For me, it was like college and medical school and medical education and training after that and working. And so much of that education, so much of that learning came from like this top down, like taking in information to my brain, to my mind, to kind of analyze and understand and read and all of that, and then to learn, to digest from that. And emergence is very different. It's really about being in a space. You could by ourselves or with others. In this case, we were together in a space and really sitting with what is alive in that space and sitting with what is present in our bodies and allowing the emergence of whatever wanted to come through, whatever kind of intelligence wanted to come through. And I appreciate this form of learning, of understanding, of bringing into our awareness so much, especially after having done years and years of a different kind of learning. So one of the things that has emerged over the last 6 months or so is something that came from a dear friend and colleague, Oceana Sawyer, who was in this somatic abolitionism space and who did an Instagram live with me back in August. So you can find that on my Instagram or on YouTube. I am Sacred Ground. And in that conversation, what kind of emerged is that they said to me, well, you're creating a pleasure sanctuary. And I thought, oh, I love that. And talk to them about it like, yes, I do want to create a pleasure sanctuary. Maybe I already am and I didn't realize it. But now I am actually creating a pleasure sanctuary. It's a membership. It's going to be for women and femmes of color, of culture, as we say in somatic abolitionism, bodies of culture. And it's going to be like 2 embodiment practices a month and then a Q&A a month. And for me, pleasure is a state of being. Pleasure is a resource. Pleasure is nourishment. Pleasure is a way to refuel, revitalize, reinvigorate. And this space, through the space of somatic abolitionism, what emerged for me is like witnessing the depth of this kind of work, this activism work. And so many people doing various different things, therapists and coaches, and an awareness that we need to make this work sustainable. And that's where my worlds came together I find pleasure practices to help keep the work we're doing sustainable. I find that pleasure helps us to fuel whatever we deeply desire. So this is going to start around the spring equinox, not not the fall, the spring equinox. So in about a month or so, the details I'm still working out. I am thinking I like the idea of having these on Fridays. Fridays are in honor of the goddess Venus, which is all about pleasure and beauty and love and all these things. So I think it's going to be on Fridays, but again, it'll be something that's recorded and available. So that was what I wanted to share today, to share about emergence and about what has been emerging in my world. And I send you so much love. I hope you're having a beautiful new moon in Pisces. This is like a fresh start energy that's coming through. So it motivated me to come back on and share with you all.